Okay, we're going to look at recursive formula now, which is one of the formulas we learn that we can use to explain or describe a sequence. So this is at the bottom of your front page. So basically the recursive formula just shows you how to get from one term to the next. We can't really use it. It's not very useful at all because you have to know the original term. And just like in our finding the nth term formula, in there we have the common difference, we have the n minus 1, and we have the first term. But when we get to the recursive formula, we don't have the first term. We still have the n minus 1, we still have the common difference, but what we don't have is the first term. So you need to make sure you name the first term when you're done. All right, all we're going to do is fill it in. So the recursive form for the sequence. First thing, it's problem number 24. So it looks like we are subtracting 3 each time. So the d is negative 3. So what that means is that if I want to find any term in the sequence, I'm going to take the one before it and subtract 3. And this pattern starts with 45. And that's it. All right, on this one, let's see, if we look backwards, okay, so I'm thinking that it's not, I think this is a typo even. I think this should be a 3. Because this is obviously not adding and subtracting, because from negative 27 to negative 9, we're going to be adding, and that's not the same thing. But I'm thinking this should be that we're multiplying by a third each time. So that would mean that this needs to be a 3. So we'll fix that. All right, so in this case, the r is 1/3. So if we want to find any term in the sequence, what we're going to do is take the term before it and multiply by 1/3. And this pattern starts at negative 27. All right, on these two examples, we're kind of going to go the other way, where we have to write the sequence. So the directions say write the first 4 terms of the sequence. So this, when I look right here, all of this, the only thing that I really need to know is that that means that the d is negative 4. So I need to subtract 4 each time. And this right here tells me that it starts with 3. So the first term is 3, then I'm going to subtract 4 and get negative 1, subtract 4 and get negative 5, subtract 4 and get negative 9. And that will take care of your first 4 terms. All right, this pattern right here tells me that I'm multiplying by 2 each time, starting with 7. So I start with 7, I multiply by 2, I get 14. Multiply that by 2, get 28. Multiply that by 2, get 56. And that takes care of the first 4 terms in that sequence. So that is your recursive formula.